You know.
Ones who would rather persevere, but they trying to make it 'cause they ain't really living in the present. Get a real job. Cold hand, sharp pencil. I scribbled a stanza as my hands are trembling. Grade 7 made heaven out of words. I began to build a world that only I inhabit. I got a habit of rapping about tragedy. I think I'm just passionate, trying to stay away while in the dark. Hope I ain't crashing it. Now my little hobby turned to cash now. Thinking about who I'd be if I listen to doubt. Said I never do it, well look at me now. Young girl, oh dream, oh soul, oh dear. Plan B, plan well, good luck, no fear. Just waiting, tell you when the time's near. But if I never jump, then I here. Ain't don't ride till you pick up speed. They think college is all you need. And I believe, and it's me, listen. I'ma make it rain or shine. All about my money, don't waste my time. Ain't nobody gonna bring me down. I'm on the elevator. I'm on to something greater. Ain't nobody gonna take my crown. Okay, this is for the kids with depression. The ones whose parental expectations got them stressing. The ones who would rather persevere, but they trying to make it 'cause they ain't really living in the present. They out here grinding, seeking perfect timing, tuning out the useless voices that discourage rhyming. Get a real job, I don't argue with my destiny. And if my choices don't affect you, why you testing me? And as of late, I've been asking why he blessing me. I could cry enough tears to feel the Chesapeake. Hold it together, girl, you deserve the world. And if no one else will say it, then I spit it to the mic in the studio when I lay and I play it when you discouraged. I know chasing the impossible takes some courage. And I can promise at the end of your journey, when it's all said and done, will nothing feel much better than hearing my you won. Hey, I'ma make it rain or shine. All about my money, don't waste my time. Ain't nobody gonna bring me down. I'm on the elevator. I'm on to something greater. Ain't nobody gonna take my crown. Take my crown. It's so hard to choose, but somehow I chose you.
Yeah, when people ask me for some money, I tell them get in line. I know the I done pay for all money. I got that seems that all I hear is siren. I text my but I guess he ain't replying. Smile in your face, and when you turn your back, it's fine. I wear shades and carry like I'm legally blind. I tall in the coupe, so I'm easy to find. She want Versace, so I flew her straight out to Milan. And ain't no capping in my rap, you know you need a. I'm from the south side, off on that, I'm in my bag, I got a grown. Get upset if I don't give them no money. But you ain't do nothing to them when they on your home. I ain't saving nobody unless she here to stay. You know the smash the waist. You know the tires smash the rims smash the rate. And then she loyal, then she spoiled. That's my baby.
You save me from myself. I don't need nobody else. You save me from myself. I don't need nobody else. fashion business. I stand tall, so when you talk, I listen. That money talk, so I'm just hoping I'm the one they mention. Upgrade my swag, I walk on stage and still got wrong with out Savannah. Plus my list, no such thing as missing. And plus I'm fresh about that. I go hard, no quit. I bought that work, I don't need no. Spent down the around that, posted on the box. Ain't let nobody, you don't love yourself. Put all my feelings on the shelf. And I just need my, I feel I don't need nobody else. Yeah. You save me from myself. I don't need nobody else. You save me from myself. I don't need nobody else. You save me from myself. I don't need nobody else. You save me from myself. I don't need nobody else.
Excuse me, guys. Are y'all ready for an incredible game? I know I am. Now this is aubryjoeljohnson. Sign in, subscribe, you know. Go down there, man. If you want to learn how to do 2K, how do I do 2K? How do I get on these high levels? Man, I'm about to start over on another account. So.
Hey there, we have a brand new episode of NBA 2K TV live now.
Let's talk women in gaming because we know that they are a force. And coming up next weekend, the NBA 2K League is bringing together the top female 2K players for their second Women in Gaming Development Camp. And you can watch all the action.
Ooh, I can't wait. They do such a great job bringing people together to compete in NBA 2K. And recently, we caught up with the league ambassador, BFW, to get all the details. Take a look. Black Frank White, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Always good to be on NBA 2K TV. How's everything?
Everything is great. You know, I love hearing about how much commitment you guys have to top female talent in NBA 2K. Tell us a little bit about the second Women in Gaming training camp you guys have going on.
The league is hosting its second Women in Gaming Development Camp virtually from Wednesday, January 27th to Friday, January 29th. This camp will bring together 20 of the top female NBA 2K players to compete alongside and learn from NBA 2K League players and coaches, and to participate in the off-court development sessions led by WNBA players Ariel Powers and Renee Montgomery.
Now you guys will have some pretty cool sessions that include some familiar faces. What can fans expect from these sessions?
This year we want to really strive to show the best of the best. So we're putting on a lot.
All right, y'all, we better get ahead and start with the game, man. Y'all know I don't like to keep going.
There it is, the Staples Center in Los Angeles, where we're getting set to bring you all of today's action. Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldrich will be reporting from the sidelines. Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Duncan is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Osman in at the 3 slot. And for Los Angeles, we've got Brown, Mr. Perfect out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Ivica Zubac. It's Kevin Gelly in at the power forward position. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me harken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Augby, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Now here's Duncan, coming off a solid outing against Phoenix. Now, here is Harden. He's guarded closer.
Look, when he's not killing you on the perimeter, he's doing it inside.
And it's the Clippers' ball. And that drops in from beyond the arc. 3-pointer from Mr. Perfect.
And they don't want to to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
The three from Harden hits it from three-point range. Harden's got 5 points so far.
Taking control of the tempo. I mean, Harden will let the other team turn their last three into a run.
Took him no time
for the ball.
6 points for Mr. Perfect.
Now, this one thing 2K needs to fix, y'all.
We're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
The bench did exactly what they needed to do. Without their production, who knows if they win that game?
We play just over a minute here in the first. Westbrook surveying the D. The pass to Harden. LA's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. The shot's good from Mr.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Passes it to Osman. Westbrook against Beverly. Back to Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Houston gets it back.
He found open space from mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
Harden against Beverly. Pass to Mr. Perfect. From deep. Doesn't go for it. So Houston will take it the other way.
What they gonna say was early.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway. So a three-point play chance for him.
Harden is so good at finishing these and ones. I mean, he is just a thorn in the D side.
The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the night.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Clippers. Victor Oladipo comes in for Patrick Beverly. Daniel House is checked in for Houston. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention four-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
And here's Harden following the three from Mr. Perfect.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
And Oladipo kicks to Brown. Down low. It's stolen by Duncan. Here's Harden on the wing. Plenty of space. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Harden's got 12.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And C-Web, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden
y'all want to win and y'all want to score, man.
Over the years, dedication to diet and training that enabled him to reach new heights.
Robinson's checked in for the Clippers. A nice shot by Kevin Gelly.
Straight up effort.
Hey, they teach y'all about shots.
That's what it's all about.
Y'all don't want to Y'all want to let this go.
Now, here's Milton. Not a lot of room. And it's Kevin Gelly with the rebound. The Clippers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Kicks it to Oladipo. Three-pointer. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And the touch Oladipo puts on his shots, so silky. I mean, he just glides it in.
Here's Clemens. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Here's the three. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Duncan up on top. To the inside. Counts. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, so far, both teams have been outstanding at the offensive end. Not a lot of game left to play.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. The shot's good from Mr. Perfect.
Some players might wear down doing these kind of runs. He's only good shot.
Here's Clemens, guarded by Oladipo. Here's Clemens. 3-pointers off the mark. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. The Clippers on top, up by 6. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us about others setting him up a little bit more.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, I'm throwing off the balls and I'm comfortable doing. Like I'm able to catch and shoot. I'm able to throw, on the wings.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big game.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
The defense spinning in circles. Hard to cover all that ground.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. They got Duncan, and it's Clemens in at the 1 spot. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Mr. Perfect in the last outing against the Cavaliers, he had an impressive number of points as he always does, knocking down. It's not a game that anyone wants to miss. We'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, right. Now, I'm sure he wants to come out in attack mode. The other key for him is to continue to get to his spots on the floor.
Great for those teams who have overachieved in the regular season. As the playoffs are coming up, how do they ensure their success continues into the postseason?
Well, Kevin, the skeptics are still going to be out there. You just got to understand the playoffs are a different animal. You've got to be resilient and adaptable when the adversity hits, because it's going to come. And the belief system is so paramount to success of teams, especially underdog teams in the postseason. Do they have the confidence to get the job done?
Timeout called the Rockets. Nice game, great performance from Mr. Perfect.
They can't leave him alone for a second on the perimeter. Not the way he's shooting a 3-line.
For the Clippers. So it's the Los Angeles Clippers.
Y'all, we are doing incredible, man. We have 30 points, 1 assist. We got to do a little bit better on dropping them threes, man. But we're doing incredible, man. Let's get back to it.
And there was wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mr. Perfect.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Patrick Beverly out there with Mr. Perfect. Then there's Brown. Then it's Ivica Zubac. It's Kevin Gelly in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Good, another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Harden outside, fires the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 7 rebounds in the game. Beverly the pass to Mr. Perfect. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Westbrook with the bucket.
There's the hair trigger of Westbrook. He's not going to let the chance for a quick jump shot pass him.
Knocks it loose. Brown kicks to Beverly. Lets it go with the 3. No good for Mr. Perfect. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
And it's clear that the Beard is a special player, a clutch performer. He loves to play the game of basketball.
Gordon's checked in for Robert Covington. To the paint, back to Zubac. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Brown the pass to Mr. Perfect. Dishes it to Brown. Here's Mr. Perfect. The shot will not fall. Houston's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Harden against Brown. And the dunk by Duncan.
He's superb at finding open teammates. Harden, I love how he looks to shed a rock.
From deep. It's rebounded by Houston.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding how to send shots.
And when you think about being fashion forward, Russell Westbrook's fearlessness extends to his game day outfits.
Come on, Jay. Russ lives by the motto. Why not? I mean, the same reckless abandon we see on the court, yeah, it's reflected in his clothing.
Timeout called the Rockets.
Now we are doing our thing, you guys, man. It is incredible, man, and I love it. I can't even lie, you guys. I love it, man. I love playing this game, man. It's very fun. 2K21. You know, I like the 2K22. I got it. I mean, 20. I got into it a little bit, but I really got into 2K21. It really shout out to me, man. And as you see, man, I'm doing great. 99 overall, man. Almost all my badges completed. You know, I'm willing to help anybody, man. Just, you know, comment below. All right, you guys, back to it.
Gordon kicks to Duncan. Clemens passes to Duncan. Now Milton. Duncan outside. Just 4 to shoot. And the rejection by Zubac. Robinson passes to Mr. Perfect. And Los Angeles with the triple.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
1:43 left in the third quarter of the game. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. And the Clippers making a switch here. Man's checked in. Langston Galloway's checked in for Houston. And I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Here's Clemens. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to House. But Trey. Milton's shot is good.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to get.
And another three for the Clippers.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
1:05 left in the third quarter. The pass to Clemens. Back to Galloway. Just 5 on the clock. Robinson pulls it in. Clippers have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Mr. Perfect.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
No, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
Passes it to House. Here's Clemens. Milton trying to break free. Clemens, no good.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss. Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Here's Clemens. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Timeout called, the Rockets.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Both teams will make substitutions. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We come back right after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And it's Galloway with the ball. He'll bring it up for Houston. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Rockets. They've got Batum. Johnson is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Nash in at the center, locking down the middle. And with the frequency of three-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on threes?
It's crazy. I mean, we're starting to see teams take more threes than twos. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on three-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts, but I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that three is going to be vital.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Coffey's checked in. And Johnson drops them both.
And Johnson, speed and length he possesses is just exciting.
Motley the pass to Melton. To the middle. And Coffee gets it to go. Coffee's got his first basket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even the slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Mr. Perfect is checked in for the Clippers. And a change for the Rockets. Harden's checked in. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. And here is Los Angeles now. Nailed from three-point land. Mr. Perfect's got 55.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Nash, the pass to Batum. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup.
I just love the aggressive attitude of Batum, especially how hard he hits the boards.
Here's Mr. Perfect, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Nash outside to the paint, and Batum gets it to go on the assist by Nash. Batum's got 4 this quarter.
The length Batum has allowing him to be effective. It's hard to match up against in these type of situations.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Pass to Nash. Johnson surveying the floor. 3-pointer. A shot by Batum, no good. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Here's Motley, defended by Nash. And there's the bucket from Motley.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the time.
Feeling it, no doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
And there's the pass to Mr. Perfect. Clippers moving the ball around. Off target from outside. Rockets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Galloway, covered by Martin, and it's good for 2. Galloway has got his first bucket of the night.
Well, it's great to see Galloway being aggressive. When he's driving like this, it's a huge bonus.
And again!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. It's stolen. Outside, Martin. Down low, Mr. Perfect. Johnson with some nice D.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay.
Pass to Harden. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Harden's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And Harden attempts more 3s than just about anyone. And you don't get that kind of leeway unless you knock them down.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Nash dishes to Batum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. In the league, taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
that's a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Los Angeles.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you have to love the effort this team plays with night in and night out, win after win this year, and they have earned it. Tonight will make it 62 wins on the year for them.
And on the season, this is going to be their 3rd win in 4 games against this team.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Mr. Perfect.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
Here's Gordon. Rebound by the Clippers. To the inside. It's tipped. Coffee passes to Mr. Perfect. Yep, that one goes.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play smart.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
When people ask me for some money, I tell them get in line. I know I done pay for all money. I got that. Seems that all I hear is siren. I text my but I guess he ain't replying. Smile in your face, and when you turn your back, it's fine. I wear shades and carry like I'm legally blind. I talk in the coupe, so I'm easy to find. She want Versace, so I flew her straight out to Milan. And ain't no capping in my rap, you know you need a. I'm from the south side, off on that. I'm in my bag, I got a grown. Get upset if I don't give them no money. But you ain't do nothing to them when they on your home. I ain't saving nobody unless she here to stay. You know the master the weight. You know the tires smash the rims smash the rate. And then she loyal, then she spoiled. That's my baby.
You save me from myself. I don't need nobody else. You save me from myself. I don't need nobody else. You save me from myself. I don't need nobody else. You save me from myself. I don't need nobody else. Now let me tell you about that youngin' who fresh out of. Say he misguided. He just want attention. That nation business. I stand tall, so when you talk, I listen. That money talk, so I'm just hoping I'm the one they mention. Upgrade my swag, I walk on stage and still got wrong without Savannah. Plus my list, no such thing as missing. And plus I'm fresh about that. I go hard, no quit. I bought that work, I don't need no. Spend down around they posted on the box. Ain't let nobody, you don't let yourself without my feelings on the show. And I just need my, I feel I don't need nobody else. You save me from myself. I don't need nobody else. You save me from myself. I don't need nobody else. You look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me now. You kidding me? All of my jewelry cost about $100,000. My enemies never had sympathy for keeping it. Hop it up mentally. Who am I? No. Hey, look at me now. No. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me now. No. Yeah. Look at me now. No. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me now. That is what happened today. Found that Insta and that is what I say. Tell that girl like I've been up. Got my out to LA. Girl acting like she out po. Block go cop new Rari. Tell this I wanna rise. Be low with Barry. All of my got tags. We gon' march in the party. Get out of my way. Like karate. Don't wanna meet that. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me now. Jewelry cost about $100,000. My enemies never had sympathy for keeping it. Hop it up mentally. Who am I? No. Hey, look at me now. No. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me now. No. Yeah. Look at me now. No. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me now. To your bando. Send them through your sandals. They say I remind them of Bando. Like I'm Alejandro. My Dominican like J-Lo. No double. Yo, dad. Pull up to your crib like seconds so lit. Man, I need my money. I took the time and time like I'm walking now. What? Feel like I'm in the Congo. Run through the jungle like that. Man, I came up on a bando. So take that. Look at me, 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 look at me now. You kidding me? All of my jewelry cost about $100,000. My enemies never had sympathy for keeping it. Hop it up mentally. Who am I? No. Hey, look at me now. No. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me now. No. Yeah. You look at me now. No. Look at me, look at me, look at me now.
Look, I got a lot of chickens. Always had a pot to mama job was tripping. Pops was on a proper mission. Now I got some distance. Really hard top, no drop edition. That do labor, cooking, mop the kitchen. Couple mansions, park all garage and all foreign whips. Foreign with me that I'm all. And I ain't looking pouring. Boop, met them all while touring. Been on top for a minute. Now I got birds be loving the kid. They got my name on the ribbon. I'm in the Aston nest. I was demanding the snippet. Now I'm demanding attention. But I got humble intention. They think I'm quiet, I'm not. Your girl supplying them. Told you that I was the homie. I got my own. I'm really poppin'. I know they mad. But they can't stop it. I'm in my bag. I
just copped the phone and got it blacked out. Yeah, look at what I did to it. Look at what I did to it. I just hit blew a couple bands. Yeah, look at what I did to it. Look at what I did to it. Can't take it with me where I'm going. Might as well blow it. Look at what I did to it. Look at what I did to it. I just put the phone, put the in the life. Yeah, look at what I did to it. Look at what I did to it. I got it rolling though. I got the pull up in foreign though. I know she going though. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna hit the throttle. I'm gonna like she a model. Make her feel like she just hit the lotto. Big cash, quick, fast. No pass. Jet lag. All no flops. Get back. Then I'm out here, pass it off like it's a rally, yeah. I mean relay 150 on the freeway, yeah. You the type to hit me up on the like where my girl at? Where they too clean for the laundry mat, starter pack. I'm the quarterback. I'm fresh, all of that. For real. I just copped the phone and got it blacked out. Yeah, look at what I did to it. Look at what I did to it. I just hit blew a couple bands. Yeah, look at what
left. Well, we gotta get off anyway. Say hi to her.
I need the money, I need it lump sum. I put that on everything that I love. Hundreds and fifties and sometimes a dub. I put that on everything that I love. Need a dub. That's the last thing I love. Put that on my auntie and uncle's son. I need the money, I need it lump sum.
We about to sing. So we just want to sing y'all a so long, goodbye to you, my friend. Until we meet again, I say so long, goodbye. Until we meet again, I say so long, goodbye. Until we meet again. Yeah, we meeting again, and we don't. I'm just fucking with y'all. See y'all later, man. Aubrey out.
Yeah.